The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, a Pasco family is picking up the pieces after a fire ripped through their home. Nobody was injured, but 2 dogs are unaccounted for. The home, a total loss. We'll share the details. Plus, relief is available for those who live close to the Lineage logistics building that went up in flames. The health district is taking claims for folks to get a piece of grant money, though there are some conditions and criteria to meet. We'll explain. And Yakima City Council members marking a milestone for 2 trolley cars in Yakima. They came from another country, and their arrival restarted the heritage trolley service decades ago. We'll hear from the trolley president. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, another chilly-ish, cool start, if you will, to the day. I mean, well, at least we don't have those winds that we saw earlier in the week.
Yeah, we're not talking about those winds that we were seeing on Tuesday, but it is that cool start once again this morning. Now, what I will say is going forward, we are in for quite a warming trend. That's not only going to have an effect on daytime high temperatures, but it also is going to have that impact on the overnight low temperatures as well. We are going to be looking at overnight lows into the 60s as we go into this weekend, so maybe even a bit warm for those overnight temperatures. Right now in the Tri-Cities, though, to Dave's point, it is a bit chilly out there, so you're going to want to have your jacket one more time. Temperatures right now sitting in the mid-40s, a fairly light wind, and we are going to hold on to fairly light winds throughout the course of the day. Here's a look at your weather headlines for today and beyond. A warming trend is going to commence on this Thursday, as I've already talked about. The warming trend will continue through the weekend to the point where high heat is back on Sunday, and then there's a slim chance of thunderstorms come Monday. I'll continue to break down your forecast, and we'll talk about what temperatures will look like through the weekend coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in the Tri-Cities. A Pasco family is now without their home after it went up in flames yesterday morning. According to firefighters, it happened at the Flamingo Village Mobile Home Park. They began to get calls about the fire just before 11 a.m., and when they arrived, the home was fully engulfed. We spoke to a neighbor who watched it all unfold.
I was coming up the street, I heard a few sirens, and I seen the smoke in there, and I thought, oh shoot, I just better run down, Hopefully everything's okay, everybody's all right.
We're told everyone made it out safely, but 2 dogs were unaccounted for. Investigators are still trying to figure out how the fire started, but said the home is likely a total loss. Relief is available for those who live close to the Lineage logistics building destroyed by fire. The fire burned for several weeks in Findlay at the warehouse once used to store frozen food. Leaders with the Benton Franklin Health District say there's grant money available to anyone who's lived within a mile of the facility and had to spend money relocating their family or animals. To make a claim, you must have documentation of the expenses like receipts. You'll also need to call the Environmental Health Program section of the Health District. We have that number up on our website, KEPRTV.com. There's also a survey being sent to those in the area. It's clearly labeled Lineage Response, and the goal of the survey is to collect information about the impact of the fire and help the health district address health needs in the aftermath. Switching gears this morning, during the Yakima City Council's study session on Tuesday, they addressed the passing of a former Yakima County Commissioner.
I'd like to take some liberty at the moment and just address Mary Anderson, who is the wife of former Commissioner Ron Anderson, County Commissioner, and Ron just passed away this Sunday, and we just want to extend to Mary our great sympathy for her in this situation, our condolences, and also our great appreciation for Ron and everything he accomplished in our community.
Ron Anderson was a Yakima County Commissioner for District 2. He was elected in 2016 and retired from the position in 2022. He was 74 years old. Also at the study session, council members went over a new proposal for residential parking downtown. Right now, many people who live downtown are having to pay multiple fines for parking their car there. Lieutenant Chad Stevens with the Yakima Police Department spoke to the council about some of the parking issues people are facing under the recently implemented parking regulations and suggested a possible solution.
They're going to make 500. We're going to make 500 permits available, and then the annual fee is $50. So the areas that we're talking about are the angled parking on South 4th Street in front of the Chestnut Manor, the angled parking on Chestnut Avenue, on the south side of the Chestnut Manor, the angled parking on the east side of South 4th Street adjacent to the Transit Center, and then the angled parking on the east side of South 3rd Street from Yakima Avenue to the First Alley. Those are the areas that we've identified that would probably fit really well for residential parking.
Yakima Police and the City Attorney are still working out the logistics of the plan and hope to present a final proposal to Council soon. Mapton has a new City Attorney, but not all of the city leaders are on board with the selection. Mapton City Council members agreed to hire Ben Riley of Saxton, Riley & Riley. The law firm also represents Sunnyside and Prosser. While council members voted to approve Riley as the new city attorney, Mayor Rachel Rulas didn't support the move. She said the previous city attorney was familiar with Mapton and that this election would, with this election, things would go south for the council. And Yakima Valley College has launched a new website with a number of features to support its students, both incoming and current. Changes include a refreshed design and an improved keyword search. They also have designed a concise quick links page. Its academic content integration has also been updated, which means that the online catalog is easier to find in their public-facing site. And finally, yesterday marked the 50th anniversary of 2 trolley cars arriving in Yakima from Portugal, which reinstated the Heritage Trolley Service. At Tuesday's City Council study session, Mayor Patricia Byers read a proclamation declaring August 25th through the 31st as Yakima Valley Trolley Week. Many representatives were in attendance to speak about the trolleys, including Yakima Valley Trolley's president, Ken Johnson.
If we hadn't brought these cars back in 1974, our YVT Interurban Railroad would have long since disappeared. So these cars have been instrumental in keeping it going. And because of that, the YVT Railroad is today the last intact original interurban railroad in North America.
Yakima Valley Trolleys is set to have multiple events this week. Tonight at 6:30, an invitation-only reception will be held at the Trolley Powerhouse in Yakima. Now, Jefferson, let's talk weather here because temperature is going to be warmer today than they were yesterday, and it seems like we're just starting this warming trend heading on into the weekend.
That's absolutely correct. Temperatures today will be around 10 degrees warmer today than we did see yesterday. Highs in the mid to upper 80s, right where they should be this time of year. As we go into the weekend, we are going to see temperatures rise to well above average values. But for today, it should be a beautiful day to get outside if you have the opportunity to do so. Again, right where we should be for August 29th. Now, as we go into the weekend, temperatures, as I've already mentioned, are going to turn rather hot. What day could potentially push 100 degrees? That's coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:08. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, an apartment renovation in Ellensburg has some residents voicing frustrations. They've been displaced an extended amount of time, and when they returned, the job wasn't finished. We'll share their story in about 2 minutes, but later in the show, national news, the man charged with killing 4 University of Idaho students will be back in a courtroom. Today, his team is asking the judge to approve a change in venue, but prosecutors say the news coverage is widespread, so it wouldn't make a difference. And taking care of yourself in health news, taking care of yourself could counteract the brain's aging that's associated with diabetes. That's according to a study out of the UK, which says the health condition can age a person's brain by years, which is a warning sign for other ailments. We have to take a quick break, but stay with us. The show's just getting started this hour, and there's more news and weather ahead.